Hello coloring friends, so today I want to start coloring in this book Circle of Life, and I thought that maybe I would film the process for you, and hopefully it will be interesting for some of you, helpful. I'm going to color this illustration with snakes, a mandala type of picture, and you can't say that it's a simple illustration because there is a lot of small details, a lot of elements, so I'm not sure how the final result will come out. I believe you will see it on the thumbnail to this video, but at the moment I have no idea. The only thing that I know right now that I want these snakes in emerald green, and so I will start coloring from snakes. I have put a sheet of paper underneath, and I'm going to color with Polychromos Faber Castel. And for the snakes I chose just 3 colors. Light green for the lighter part, the belly and this part of her head, then emerald green, and these small circles and this darker part on her head I'm going to color with dark phthalo green. So let me go closer that you could see better. So I will be coloring in parts, like element by element. So starting with this snake. So I will start with lightest part, her belly, and this part of her head. I still am not sure what pencils are working best on this paper. Sometimes I think like it's Polychromos, but other times I think it's Prismas. But okay, for this illustration I decided to use Polychromos. So this is light green. Here we have some belly too. And here I'm using quite strong pressure for this color, otherwise it will turn out too light, and I don't think I'm going to do any shading here, so I can use hard pressure. And just small tail part. So that's it. Now I'll be using emerald green. No focus, but it's emerald green. All the parts except these darker parts and these circles. Coloring around them. Medium pressure I need here, because this one is brighter color. as this type of pictures are not that realistic, so I think no need to color super realistic with a lot of shading, something like that. At least for me it's like that. I don't think much of making it super realistic. I just want it to look beautiful. And small part here. I think I will do it at this lower part, also in this color, over light green. So that's it, and now I'm using dark phthalo green for these circles. I want these circles were visible, so they are darker, and I have to use bigger pressure here. Such small details it's better to color with polychromos, not with prismas, definitely. So that's my choice, fell on polychromos for this illustration. And this part of her head also I'll do in this color. And what else I'm thinking? To outline maybe these belly parts a little bit with same color, dark phthalo green, just little bit. Like this, just a little bit up of the lines. Not that it makes a big difference, but I think it adds more interest to the snake. And same here. Of course, you can use polychromos while coloring this with me. I just choose more or less suitable colors from their set. Maybe you will not get the same result as mine, but I believe it still will look nice and very similar. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I'll show you closer this. What I did over the lines. So that's how the snake looks for now, and I'm going to color all the rest of these snakes in same way, and when I finish them I'll be back in a second for you. So I have colored the snakes. I think they look rather pretty in such nice green colors, and what I'm going to do now to work on these elements, they kind of remind of snake skin as well, and I'm going to work with same colors. Let me go closer. I think that's enough. So at first I will work on this part, and we'll use light green for the light part and dark phthalo green for the darker part. I will start with dark phthalo green, making more pressure on this side, and while moving to the middle, making pressure less, like this. One more. And then I'm using light green for this part. And going over in the middle, mixing these two colors together, like this. So I will continue on this part, and then I'll be back with you. So now I will work on this part, and at first in the middle of this part I will use light green very lightly, and somewhere in the middle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And now I will go all over, including this light green, with emerald green, with light pressure. And this area with light green underneath, it will look a little bit different, and it will give us some dimension, a little bit. If you think it's not bright enough, you can add another layer. Maybe that's what I will do. I will see. Because I like my pictures to be bright. So that's it, and now I'm going to go over these lines with dark phthalo green, maybe just to emphasize these lines, that they don't look black but have this hint of green. That's it, and now I will finish this part with coloring this circle with light green again. So that's how it looks now, and I think I'm done with these greens for now, and I want to color next this element. These parts remind me of water, like these are like water drops, this is like a wave. So I will use bluish colors for this element. 3 for now. I have chosen light cobalt turquoise, cobalt green, and cobalt turquoise. And so I will start with this kind of wave and use the lightest color, light cobalt turquoise, for this part. Maybe it's something else the artist meant, but for me it looks like a wave. Such associations, they help you to choose colors actually. I think this mandala is rather complicated because of so many elements, and sometimes it's not easy to choose colors. And what is the main thing in coloring mandalas? It's colors. If you choose the right colors, beautiful combination, then the final result is really beautiful. But if you choose something wrong, and then all the effects vanishes, and it looks something wrong, something not right with that mandala. So I'm not sure how mine will look at the end. This one, I hope it will look nice. Now with same color I will color these light parts of these elements. And I think for this kind of drops I also will use this same color. Oh my, there are so many these small elements. Oh my gosh. So now I'm taking the darkest color, cobalt turquoise, and we'll color these darker parts here. Like this, and then I will color here, not every kind of stripe, but every other, like this. And now I will take the next color, cobalt green, and use it to color here these stripes. And this element, and this one. And this one I will use same dark color, cobalt turquoise. And now I'll be repeating same element. We have 1, 2, 3 more, and then I'll come back to color this one. So I've colored all the 4 elements, and I also added some shading on these kind of drops. I decided they would look more interesting like this. You can see here I didn't add yet, and here you can see they look a little bit better, more interesting. And I left this one untouched because I will show you now how I did it. Just with the darkest color, cobalt turquoise, I add at the bottom part on all the drops, and straight away they look more interesting, not just something flat. Sometimes you think such small things, they don't do any difference, but they do. Yes. Now I will be working on this element using same 3 colors. The lightest color, light cobalt turquoise, for the upper part. Let me make a little bit closer. Here, and same on this element. Now I'm taking the darkest color, cobalt turquoise, and working on the bottom part. And now with the cobalt green I'm kind of mixing them together, coloring in the middle, slightly mixing. And we have something here. I will color it with same color. So like this. And now I will work on all the rest elements, same as this one, and then we'll continue. And now I will do this small element, and this one I will not be doing for now. I will think later about its color, so I will finish here. And this small one I will do in simple way, covering all with light cobalt turquoise. And just shading here a little bit with cobalt turquoise. Like this. And these two circles I will just fill in with cobalt green. I have already done the small elements on other three ornaments, and now I want to work on this element. Here again we have some parts looking kind of like drops of water, but I'll be using different colors from this, though slightly similar. I will use light phthalo blue and bluish turquoise. We'll start with the darkest color, and you can see shading done by artist here, and so with their filling in with this dark color. Again, darkest in the start and then slightly lighter. Here we have blue with a hint of green, and this one is more like bluish. Same here. Okay, and these spaces we fill in with the light color, light phthalo blue. Want some more contrast, so I will go with another level, another layer of this dark color. Like this. This inside, I think I will do with this light color without shading any. I want it stand out a little bit. And we'll be doing same kind of thing on this element. Darker here in the start. There's something inside, again some lines. Okay, not sure about those. And now with this light color. And same here, or maybe not yet, I don't know. No, I think I will do in same colors and in same way. You can't see properly, sorry, I haven't checked. with the light. So, and one more time with this darker for more contrast. Something like this, and now I will do 3 more of this type of elements, and then I'll be back. So friends, it's another day for me, and that's how much I was able to color yesterday. Not too much, but still some progress, and maybe 1/3 of the illustration is done. And today I will continue, and I want to start with these leaves and color them in same colors as these elements. I will use bluish turquoise as the darker color and light phthalo blue as the lighter part, and I will start from the darker part. This is very simple part of this mandala, so I'm starting with more pressure and then just using slight pressure to the end. I will show you a couple of leaves, because this is really very easy coloring. Yeah, and now the light color and slightly mixing. And so now I will continue coloring all these leaves. There are a lot of them, but I don't think it will take much time. So I'm done with these leaves, and I also colored this simple line, and I colored it in cobalt green. And now I want to color these kind of leaves as well as these elements, and for them I want to use different colors, blue violet and violet. Blue violet for darker parts and violet for lighter. I'm going to color it in simple way, slightly darker in the middle and lighter parts with violet, like this. And now violet. Again with darker color for more contrast. And slightly darker at the base of this, like this. What is it? It's okay, I think. And now I will show you how I'm going to color this kind of drops. I'll start with violet and cover them all. And now just making kind of shading with blue violet at the bottom of these drops. Same way we did for the blue ones here. That's it. And now I'm going to color all such elements in all the mandala, and then I'll be back. So I'm done with these leaves. That's how it looks. And now to kind of balance colors, I will color these elements with same colors, blue, violet and violet, and I think it will look nice. Same as we colored these elements, in same way I'll be coloring these ones, simply with different colors. So we make darker parts here at the start of these lines. There's a lot of lines in this element. Okay, and now with lighter color. Okay, and slightly again with darker colors. Okay, missed this part. So this is it, and now I will be coloring all the rest of this type of elements, and see you in a second. So not so many elements are left uncolored, and what I'm thinking, this flower, again I will color in same colors, violet and blue violet, as well as this line. This one I'm going to color in manner like that part that is underlined in darker colors, and which goes over in lighter color. And this flower, same as leaves, a little bit dark and then light color. Very easy again. Okay, let's start with the flower. And again dark. And now to this line. So now I think it's time to color these other snakes. I left them until now because I was not sure in what color to color them. At first I thought maybe in yellow, but after thinking and looking on the mandala as it looks now, I decided against yellow, and I will do them in same violet and blue-violet colors. At first I will cover all of them in violet. This is one long snake. Okay, and then this part that is marked by artist with black lines, I will go over it with blue-violet to make it darker. And it will look like this. And so I will continue with the rest of the snakes. Now only these small elements are left on both of sides, and for coloring them I will be using chrome oxide green fiery and light phthalo green. Same technique. We start with darker color at the base of this element. We have a kind of small element inside this one. I will leave it like this for now. Will not color it. And now the light color. And same here. So now from all the elements only this part is left, which was very confusing for me. What is it? How to color it? But at the end I decided to color in same color as all this element, and I will use light phthalo blue. We'll start from this part, not to get confused in all these lines. Now I will color and see how it looks because I'm still not sure. I had different ideas about this thing, how to color it, but I'm not sure how it will look at the end. So I decided to make it the same color, not to bring too much attention to it, because it's kind of confusing part. Okay, I think I need to add darker color as well, which we used bluish turquoise. So I will add some here. And just a little bit. This one I think I will cover all in darker color. Okay. Okay, something like this. And yeah, now it doesn't take much attention to it. I think I need to add some here, darker color. Yeah. And so now I will color 3 more in same way. So all elements are done. Let's have a look how the picture looks in the whole. Yeah, so far I do like it. I think it looks nice. And now one of the most important parts, background. Because if you choose the right color, and background can make your picture look even more pretty, more beautiful. But if it's wrong color, then your picture may be ruined, or at least looking not that pretty. So what colors have I chosen for this, for background on this picture? 2 colors: light yellow glaze and fuchsia. And let's find out how it will look at the end. I will use yellow for this part and then for this part, and fuchsia for the middle part. And just simple coloring, nothing, I am not going to add anything else for now. They're just plain coloring. So I will start from this. Let me clean my pencil. So just plain coloring. Light pressure, because it's background, and if you want it to be smooth, you better use light pressure, but add several layers. So friends, that's where I was interrupted by COVID for more than a week, and though the picture was almost done, I couldn't complete it that long. Luckily for you, it's just few seconds. As you can see, I finished backgrounds, fuchsia color 3 layers, as well as yellow one, also like 3 layers of color pencils, and it's almost done. And the only thing that is left are these black dots, more on yellow background, less on fuchsia, some in the center. You can use white gel pen to cover all those black dots, but I want to do these dots in same colors as the background. For the yellow background I will use fuchsia, and for the fuchsia background I will use yellow. Also I left these small details here uncolored, and I color them in yellow too. And for this I will be using just simple gel pens from AliExpress. You can use any gel pens, just be sure that they are able to cover black lines. And I actually already started. You can see here I covered those black dots with fuchsia color, and they are so small, and I'm using a magnifying glass for this, otherwise it's very hard to do. And so on fuchsia background you can see some black dots, and I will be covering them with yellow. And so I'll be back when I finished with all these black dots, and we'll see the final result then. So I'm done with all the dots. Man, that was a tiresome task, because they were so small, and even with a magnifying glass it took me quite a lot of time to complete all these dots. What else I did? On these elements, drop like, I added kind of highlights with white gel pen, and on this element I covered the black spots as well with white gel pen. What else I want to do now? Just quick touches. I feel like to add some highlights on these snakes' heads, and maybe somewhere else, and I will show you the easy way how I do it. For this you will need this mono zero eraser, and what you do, just erase a little bit at the place where you want to put a highlight. Like for example here I want just little bit of highlight. Yeah, like this. And maybe I will add some here. Just small touches, actually no need for this. You can leave it like it is, but sometimes I feel like, okay, as if something missing here. And here. I think leave all the rest as it is, and let's have a look at the final result. I like it. It's not like something super amazing, but it looks pretty. I love the colors and the color palette, so I'm quite pleased with the result, and I hope you like this picture too, if you colored with me especially, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm planning to color more from this book on camera, so we'll see you in next video, and we'll color some other picture from this book. And that was all for today. See you next time. Bye.